What's up with this? Because she didn't like being called Karen.
I'm so sick of this story, but I gotta finish it
Or you
because
said you
the
wanted to
last
wait.
thing, the first thing I did was I said that I went in on her, which I still don't like her. And I didn't like how she reacted. I felt she was a Karen. She still is, in my opinion,
Okay.
the way she reacted. And then later on, they said receipts came out that she had the bike. Her lawyer put out receipts that she had the bike. And that, let me go back to the thing, that she had the bike. So that's all they kept talking about, is that this woman had receipts, that she had the bike. She had the bike. So then I said I went on everybody. I went in on her. I went in on
the guys.
The guys. I went in on all of them.
Okay.
Because I felt like if they had receipts, they need to show them.
Okay. Are they doing it now?
Okay.
You want me to blow
so
this
now,
up so they won't show?
Nah, because I don't know if it's gonna work.
Okay.
Okay. So now that they have submitted their receipts, the one of the black guy's sister came forward. And this is, I'll show a little bit of what she said.
And it's the receipts from the boys. So I need you all to tag the media, especially the media in New York, Sarah's job, and GoFundMe, so that they all see this too.
The only reason why Sarah Jane Comrie was able to produce this receipt for this bicycle is because she jumped over this young man standing right here who had his hands on the handlebars, jumped over him, impales herself on his bike, and scans the QR code to begin the ride. How did all of this happen, and how do I know what happened? Because that young man is my little brother. Bike number 5603915 was in...
I'm sorry.
And I have all the way to First Ave and East 30th Street from the hours of 6:33 p.m. to 7:19.
So that is the receipt. Shows that he had the bike. He had it from St. Nicholas Avenue to Manhattan Avenue, the black boy. What happened was, I'll just go through quickly. He got back to the place where the white nurse was. He docked the bike, which means he was done. She came up and she was like, and she probably did ask, whatever, can I have the bike? And he said no. Now, was that an a-hole move? Maybe. Because there was other bikes there. He probably felt like, why you got to have this particular bike? Just go get another one. So he said no. The other boys that he was with, they had their bikes. She said, can I have yours? They said no. Like, maybe she didn't want to walk down to the maybe and get another one, but whatever it was.
There were other bikes.
They said no, and he didn't get off. So she proceeded to jump on the bike while he was still holding on to it, in it, and scanned her thing. And made it like she was getting ready to take the bike out.
When he specifically said no.
He said no.
Okay.
So then he wouldn't let go of her taking the bike. So that's when she started yelling, help, help, help. So
she came in his space though.
She came in his space and and
wanted the bike. Now you I'm sorry, you said no, he was rude.
Right. I'm saying even if they was rude, let's say they should have been like, let's go on and let this lady. She can't even get these empty bikes over there. Go on and give her the bike. But they said no. Maybe the way she asked, I don't know. And she could have had an attitude.
And there were bikes.
There were other bikes. They made a point to say there were other bikes there.
Okay.
She just had to go get it. And she didn't want to.
She really acting like a Karen.
Right. So then I posted, I said, well, everybody post the receipts. Everybody post the receipts, because surely if you post the receipts, all these people in the comment section would be like, well, okay, you were...
Oh, okay, it was his bike.
You're right, that was his bike. And
he could have been nice to give it to her, but I see, he said no.
No.
She kept on moving.
These people actually said, I'll call them racist people, who are still pro-Karen. They actually said, number one, these boys were hurting her. Where in that video do you see these boys touching her?
Thank you.
And his bike has his receipt has a time stamp on it. It's 2 minutes or 1 minute before the actual video.
Oh.
So
before his due date time up.
He docked the bike, and then that's when she did that, and his friend turned the camera on. You notice her receipt didn't have a timestamp, but his has a timestamp. So it wasn't a lot that happened before. That's because remember I kept saying
what happened
before that.
It's crazy.
It wasn't a lot that happened before that until she grabbed the bike, and that's when the friend turned the camera on.
Okay.
It might have been like a minute before he docked the bike and the camera went on.
Okay.
So not a lot happened. So that was another thing. Nowhere on that video do we see them touching her.
No.
Nowhere on that
threat at
video.
all.
They're students. They're called thugs. How did they become thugs?
Mm-hmm.
You can see they got book bags on, for God's sakes. What are they doing, drugs?
Mm-hmm.
She's like, no,
thugs.
that's my little brother. No, they not. They're regular guys. They're
Right.
regular kids.
Uh-huh.
So nobody was threatening her. Nobody was being a thug
And
on
what's
her.
the GoFundMe for? Her
Legal fees.
You think she gonna
So then
win?
people in our comment section, again racist, went on to say, well, he just proved her point. He had docked the bike. So it was no longer his bike at that time. When she scanned it, it was her bike. So he was taking her bike. Totally eliminating the fact that he was still on the bike.
Thank you. Touching it, holding
handlebars on the bike.
Thank you.
And she came up and scanned it.
She abruptly
and said, "It's my bike now."
And aggressively.
Now they wrong because
Thank
she
you.
came up and said, "It's my bike."
Thank you. I don't get
Another thing, racist.
Yeah.
Then the other thing that they did, totally ignoring the fact that she kept saying help and never said what the help was for. Totally not even answering that.
Okay.
Not saying help, guys. They trying to take my bike. I just scanned.
They won't give it
They
to
won't
me.
give me my bike. I
Okay.
scanned for this bike. It's mine.
Uh-huh.
Somebody help me. Which explains, if y'all look at my last rant, why she didn't walk away. Remember I said that. If you feel threatened, if these were thugs that was beating up on you and you're a pregnant woman, you wouldn't have stayed there.
No.
You would have walked away. You was threatened.
Yeah.
That tells me she didn't feel threatened.
No, she didn't.
She didn't feel threatened. She didn't even look threatened. She looked like she was irritated when she did this.
So where are we going with this
So
now?
the sister did the receipts.
Yeah.
Because we kept asking the boys, we want to see y'all receipt. So I wanted to put out there, they did put their receipt that he did have that bike first.
Okay.
Nobody was trying to steal her bike.
And they were students. The
Thank
two
you.
guys. They wasn't thugs.
That's her little brother. And he had the bike. It wasn't like they were some guys that walked up and tried to take a bike
and they
from her.
were holding on to it, and she asked, and they said
no. Now they could have been an a-hole for saying no. I don't know.
Think about this though. If you ask somebody for something,
to me it depends on how you ask.
Even if you ask nicely and they answer not mean. If you ask somebody for something and they say no, you don't physically take. They said no.
That's it. No, go get another one.
You're Karen because you're like,
that's a Karen.
No,
that's a Karen.
I'm
How
privileged.
dare you say no to me?
I am a privileged
Thank
white woman. You give me that black man.
So I like.
Or I'll cry. I'll scream.
And I love how the racists in the comment sections always forget the fact that she was yelling help with black men around her, and she's a white woman, and any police officer or anybody coming up would have assumed that they was hurting her
of helping,
and they would have hurt them. They could have shot them. They could have died.
I like to see how.
So you guys are modern day Emmett Till people.
Let's see how this pans out in the courtroom.
Yes. Well, they saying that the judge that she's going to win the case because when he docked the bike and she scanned it, it became legally her bike then. Not even looking at the fact that she's not even on it. He's on it, and she's trying to get on it.
But legally, I thought his time was up.
His time was up once he docked that bike.
Okay.
So they saying that the sister's receipt is actually going to help the woman's case.
Oh.
Because it's going to show he was done with the bike.
But then they can still, even though he was done with the bike, they got to really legally prove that. I don't know. That's a hard one because he's holding on to it as he docks it, and she grabs it.
But he docks it
while
they saying no to her. So that was my thing. So she did give the receipts. Let me see what else.
Now I feel like I don't care. She was let go of her job.
News Nation, you put my face on screen.
Oh, he posted it first, and everybody was going after him.
Why?
Because he posted that this woman was a Karen and she had a receipt. So he got personal vendetta.
Oh,
Where you
wow.
at?
Okay.
It looks like you guys jumped the gun on the story and were wrong. You were wrong about the whole thing. So Where's your apology videos?
They won't.
Well, motherfuckers. Well. Because of these false accusations of wrongfully accusing this Citi Bike nurse of being a Karen, I've received a lot of death threats.
See?
And remember how egregious it was and how horrible it was when you thought that...
And he said he got a lot of death threats. We got a lot of comments in the comment sections on people saying we were racist because we call her a Karen and because we took the black guy's side over her side.
But we still did. People still don't understand. She can be called a Karen because she fits the description of what a Karen is.
I'm going to put this out here for the 15th time for morons. When you comment on our video, you help it to go viral, you dummies.
Okay. They're not thinking about that. Nobody's thinking about you going viral. They want to
So
get
if
their
I
point
have
across.
time,
They want to give their opinion.
if I have time, I'll answer you because you're a moron and you'll answer me back. And then the computer will read that as another comment. And then I'll answer you back. I might even just do la, la, la. Just so you can answer back and give me another comment so the computer AI. Oh, it's engagement.
It's a lot of engagement. This is going viral.
Everybody likes this video. What is that? They're talking back and forth with each other. Oh, look at that. Oh, I'm sorry. He's AI. Look at that. It's computing. There's a lot of engagement going on.
Does not compute. It does not compute.
They hit the dislike button. That's still good because that's engagement. It means that it moved them in some humanistic way. Let's put this video out again and give her more money. So if I go la la la, you big racist, oh, he said something back again. That means that he is really engaged. Let's put this video out to 20 more people and give her more money.
We'll see what happens.
You are morons.
But you know what? This can go either way. Like you're saying, legally, hopefully the guys have a good legal counsel because her lawyer is going to still say she scanned it. Yes. It belongs to her.
Yes. But I want to get that out there because they always do the comments and I want them to understand you making me more money. Mm-hmm. Thank you. So it's like Howard Stern, because I watch Howard Stern. Mm-hmm. And they used to say when he worked for the radio stations, I don't understand it. He has the highest ratings. People watching him, but they hate him. Mm-hmm. And
he loved to hate.
The person came back and said, people watch him because they hate him or they watch him because they love him. Yes. Either way, they're watching.
They're engaging.
The television is turned on to him.
Don't you guys notice that too when you're watching something? You may not like it or you may not like that person, but you want to see where it goes.
I see here. He said that she's a racist. Oh, what is she going to say back? La, 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 la. That considered engagement. Let's put this video out to 20 more people.
Because thumbs up and thumbs down still
It doesn't matter.
So we can say thumbs up, or they may say, we can tell people if you sincerely don't like it, do thumbs down. That still helps.
Yes, for the 50th time, she's a Karen. If you think that's racist, I don't care. She is.
Calling a white woman a Karen when she's acting like a Karen, is not racist. Now, we talked yesterday about if you just saying it all willy-nilly.
Thank you.
Hey, a Karen coming.
That's when I don't like
That's not nice.
I don't like weaponizing it as a word for white women. That I don't agree with.
Karen.
Here comes Karen, everybody. Everybody be quiet. Karen's coming. I don't like that. I don't like that.
Right. And we admit that's not nice.
That's not nice. And that's derogatory, in my opinion.
Yes.
That's derogatory.
Yes. That's like me saying OG to my last boss.
If a white lady comes in the room, everybody, Karen's here. That's not right.
That's not nice. Yeah. Okay.
No.
But, help!
That's a Karen.
It's my bike.
You're hurting my unborn fetus.
Help someone. Help. They're hurting me. That's Karen.
Help.
That's Karen. Okay, go ahead. What's the donkey?
So that's mine. All right, donkey of the day. Charlemagne the God.
Okay.
You always want to know who donkey of the day is, right?
Yes. Okay, from the
All
Breakfast Club, right?